Yeah, I'm live. That's fine. Uh, hello. How are you doing? I see that absolutely nobody on Twitter listened to. Oh, no, never mind. It's moving now. Um, oh, okay. So the goal for this, the goal for this stream, is to get the pledges up to 6.085. If we can get up to that point during the stream, by the time I get off here, which is in like 45 minutes, I will do a dice roll. That is the next unlock to shoot for. You could also spam my my pinned tweet and knock off a couple hundred. We can average, usually like we can average 10 10k 10k on both ends, so 10k retweets and 10k likes, but the past couple have been a little slow and we're only averaging 5k total. So if you want to knock off some stuff with that too. So yeah. So I'm just going to say, hey, motherfucker, did you know that you will get charged for shipping regardless of what you do right now? At the end of this Kickstarter, you will get charged for shipping. That amount at the bottom of the page, the estimated shipping price, that will be charged to you in order for you to finish the whole thing and have it shipped to you. You can right now go in and add your estimated shipping to your order right now, and you can bump us up to God knows how far up you can do it. Also, yes, you will be able to add add-ons after the Kickstarter is over. You'll be able to do that. But if you add add-ons now, that gets us up higher. And I'll be honest with you, if we can reasonably get to 6.1 in the next few hours, we will easily hit 6.6 by this time tomorrow at the end of the Kickstarter. So, something to think about. I know I've said it a million times, but it is the exploit that we can do. If not, if we don't get there, which we probably won't because there's not that many of you here. If we don't get there, then, you know, I'll do it tomorrow when I wake up. Maybe we'll roll twice. Who knows? It's the last 24 hours can be crazy or it can be not crazy at all. So I'm here to answer your questions, your Kickstarter related questions, to pressure you into just doing the things that you would normally do. This isn't a scam. I'm just asking you to do what you will automatically do after the Kickstarter early so we can get to 6.6 easier, or roll the dice, which I have right behind me, at the end of this. So add your, the least you can do is add your shipping right now. That's the least you can do. The most you can do is add your shipping and add an add-on that you're already going to get after this Kickstarter. Okay. At midnight, I'm going to go over another way for us to unlock stuff from the Beast, which will have to do with hashtags, which I'm still trying to nail down in my brain. Either way, just follow my lead. I will do a tweet after this thing ends at probably 12:15, and just follow that lead, and I'll be pushing it all day just to make sure that we can get the word out. So your questions are being asked. So what is the current estimated shipping for the super retail tier shipping? Don't know. These technical questions should be asked tomorrow when Javon is here. He'll be able to answer at least half. So tomorrow we'll be streaming a bunch. Javon will be here with his family, and Javon will be able to sit next to me in this pink little chair that you can't see and answer your burning questions that I can't answer. Okay. Will there be add-ons on backer kit not shown in the Kickstarter? I've heard there will be a Tapeworm Not Safe for Work edition. Will it come with a Dick Knots card? Is Henry 1 out of 10, 1 in 100, blah, blah, blah. Okay. Let's answer all those. Yes, there will be stuff in backer kit that you don't have access to right now. Little bits and pieces. Mostly like stuff like people have requested blank cards. People have requested more coins, more tokens, more heart tokens. They want the Not Safe for Work edition, which we will be also putting up. And yes, I do believe that those come with Dick Knots cards because they are leftovers from the previous Kickstarter. So they'll be a limited quantity. Henry, we're trying to nail down Henry. We're going to figure out exactly what to do with Henry. It's not set in stone yet, which is why that number is all wackadoo all over the place. We'll find some cool thing, something cool to do with him. That'll make everyone mad. So any questions about, you don't have to ask questions about warp zones anymore because essentially they aren't going to happen. If we were to get to, it's not even moving at this point. So we're at 6.0. We're at 50. We're at 50 right now. We need to get to 80, 85. I'll do it at 80. I'll give you a deal. Do it at 80. If we get there by the end of the stream, there's a chance that we roll an 18, 19, or 20. If we do those things, then we will get another warp zone card. What warp zone will it be? I have no fucking clue. I will ask you what you want to do, and then I will try my best to contact the people that you want. And if I fail at doing that, it's whatever. But it's all post Kickstarter stuff, so it doesn't matter. But any questions about? I have no other plans for warp zone stuff. The only way it's happening is an 18, 19, or 20, and you actually raising your shipping. Figures for all characters eventually, yes. Hopefully next year, all of them will get covered. Why Tainted Lazarus wasn't in the Tainted Cards update? Why Tainted? Well, yes, he was. He was spoiled pretty early. He's the flip card. Tainted Lazarus was spoiled before the Kickstarter. You fool. I know there's not a place that they all go, so it's harder to see. But yes, he was. He's there. Will the $800 tier get these backer kit items? Nope. They will get everything that is... There might be tons of little bits and pieces in backer kit that you can add and customize your order to, but they're all like little bits and bobs. And you are promised only everything advertised for the actual Kickstarter. So no, your $800 tier will not get you extra coins, because how many extra coins would there be? Does the Baleful start with a soul? No, that wasn't a mistake. He does not start with a soul. The Subnautica card was unexpected and awesome. It was. So the Subnautica folks were, in the last stream I was talking about them, they had reached out to me in the last couple days, and they're like, we really want to be a part of this. Is it too late? And Takara was actually a playtester for Subnautica 2, I believe. And they were even more intrigued because she was part of the Kickstarter. And I asked her if she could do art for that fish and the peeper. And she's like, yes, I could do it in an hour. Like, literally, it all happened in the course of an hour. And then I designed the card, got it approved, went back and forth with some other designs. But I think the peeper was the perfect design. And then we just put it up, and that was it. There's a surprising amount of cards that just happen at the very end. My card wasn't even planned. That happened pretty late, too. If I'm paying $110, do I get charged more for shipping? If I'm paying $110, do I get charged more for shipping? You don't get charged much more, no. The full collection tier cost roughly the same to ship as the big boy box tier. Making sure that I'm not getting messaged. Okay. So you're going to want to add that much shipping. It might be a little bit more. You'll be able to modify it and after it's over. How long will the period between the end of the Kickstarter and the ability to add add-ons in backer kit? I want to get add-ons, but I don't have the money at this second. I believe the way it works is you get charged for the Kickstarter at the end of the Kickstarter, And for 2 weeks, I think it continues to attempt to charge you just in case, so you can correct any issues. And then it opens up BackerKit, and you can add whatever else. I could be wrong. Ask that again when Javon's here, because he knows the more technical behind the scenes stuff for that. Are there going to be horse pills and golden trinkets in Four Souls? There are things that I want to do, but right now I've designed... So no, the answer is no for that currently. But if we unlock 20 more cards, that's kind of where I want to go. I think it would be awesome also to do... I had a design for a warp zone that 7net suggested we use as a golden troll bomb, which I actually felt was a much more appropriate use. And so I'd love to do a golden troll bomb. So let's make sure we get to 6.6 so we can unlock all that stuff. What you doing? Oh. Did you ever get in contact with Toby Fox about a warp zone? No. I've heard that you can't. This is good. This tastes like the foam. What time zone am I in? It's only 11:42. It's not that late. We go to sleep around 1. Will there be any more Warp Zone characters from here on, or will it only be one-off cards? It will only be one-off cards, and you will only get them randomly by doing the things that I tell you to do, like raising your tier to represent your shipping and or add-ons, as well as retweeting and liking my pinned tweet. That is the only way to do it. I think we've got like 5 more possible cards to unlock, and if we get to 6.6, then we'll unlock a bunch of non-warp zone cards. But yeah, you get 5 more chances to possibly unlock another single warp zone card. Maybe if for the last one, if we actually kill the beast, if we happen to roll 20 on that, maybe I'll do 2. I don't know. We'll see. Is the $65 Big Boy add-on the same as the Big Boy tier? Yes. For those of you who are thanking me for doing this, thank you. I'm not going to lie. This was tough. It was the busiest that I've been, including Repentance Crunch. There was a lot that I was doing kind of by myself. Not because I didn't have anybody helping me, but because I'm just the type of person who wants to have full control over everything. So I appreciate that you appreciate it. I tried really hard to make things as entertaining as possible, and I was entertained, so that's good. Is there going to be reference to Edith in Four Souls? Yeah, it's the Forgotten. The Forgotten is the permanent Edith reference. And the Tainted Forgotten is in Four Souls. So there you go. Can you buy an add-on twice? Yes, you can. All you have to do is add twice the money. Easy. Okay. How can I track my shipping? Is there a way to obtain Cryptic data in Ultra Pride now? No, there's no way to get that now. I pushed so hard on Twitter to make sure that every single person that followed me knew that the only way to get it is to sign up. I did that for over a month, and now there's no way to get it. The time has passed. Tracking shipping, I don't know, but I'm sure that BackerKit will let you know when it ships, and then you can track it from there, I think. Don't quote me on that. Somebody's asking me if I'm familiar with the term immersive sim. I have not heard the term immersive sim. I know what a sim is. I know what immersive is, but I've not heard that term. Have you heard of the term serious games? They're games that are usually used to as a simulation. The most popular one would be a flight simulator, but they actually have like there's a lot of fringe gamers out there who like very rigid simulations that most people would use for like firefighters or whatever else to simulate different jobs. Some people are into this. How long will you be able to add add-ons, switch around tiers, etc. in backer kit? I don't know. But if you're planning on getting add-ons, you should add them now because that would get us where we need to be. How much will the Not Safe for Work tapeworm be so I can pledge it? I think it will be the same price as the tapeworm expansion, or the tapeworm game that is up there too. Is the planetarium in 4 souls? No, but it can be if we get to 6.6. That could definitely be one of the 20 cards that we add. Have I seen people saying that they're going to report the Kickstarter over the Henry card? Apparently, they're saying it breaks Kickstarter terms. Yeah, you don't have to worry about that. We're not going to break Kickstarter terms. Those people are just trying to cause problems. There's a big difference between suggesting something and doing it. You don't have to worry about that. There are ways to do exactly what I want to do without doing anything wrong. So, don't worry about Henry. Blank card add-ons when? The blank card add-ons will go up after the Kickstarter is over, and backer kit, I'm not sure how much they'll cost, but I'm guessing over $10. If a developer reached out to you to make a Warp Zone card from their IP just now, would it be too late for them to get in? Of course it would, because we've already unlocked them all. But if they, like I said, the only way this is going to happen is if we roll an 18, 19, or 20, and then I'm going to do a poll essentially here and say who should I contact, and then we'll go from there. And I'll try my best. Are Canadian shipping costs listed on the Kickstarter website in USD or Canadian? I don't know. I think everything's in US dollars. Hey, here's a pro tip. I'm not going to answer Warp Zone questions anymore. It's done, guys. We've unlocked all the Warp Zone cards. The odds are not great of unlocking more. I know we've unlocked one, but when we do roll an 18, 19, or 20, then we'll cross that bridge. From now on, just stop asking Warp Zone questions. Can we play with all the cards at the same time? Yes, of course you can. In fact, most people will. I don't recommend it. I recommend you using my ratios. You'll have a more fun, tuned experience, but I realize it's not for everybody, and everybody just likes mashing the cards together. The ratios will be a little off if you do that. But it's kind of goes hand in hand with the randomness of the game. Every add-on needs $12 of shipping. No, that is estimated shipping for an add-on, and that's only if you're getting an add-on. So if you paid $1 and then bought an add-on, it would estimate $12 in shipping. We consolidate shipping. So if you get a tier and an add-on, the add-on won't necessarily actually be $12. I don't know how much it will be, but it will be less than that. And if you added multiples of the same item, that would be less than that as well. It's not $12 per item for shipping. That's estimated, and we will consolidate. Bumbo on console. I don't know. I'm hoping that it comes to consoles by Christmas. Repentance releases on console the end of third quarter, so not too far from here. Will the title names of the cards be translated or not? And I don't know. I'm gonna have to do some Twitter polls and see exactly what people want. We might even get feedback from the Kickstarter backers that are using different languages to see what the best is. And we will go by what most want. The gold box expansion will never be sold separately. And it won't be sold outside of the Kickstarter. It's a Kickstarter exclusive item. Don't know the dimensions of the big box yet. Isaac on Android's not going to happen. What's my favorite card in Four Souls? I don't know. There are so fucking many, and I actually really enjoyed so many of their designs. Usually it's the last thing I remember, like currently the Peeper I really like. But Uncut Sheet Reminder, remind me again tomorrow when Javon's here. So his head will explode when it's suggested. So the story behind that is the uncut sheet from the first Kickstarter actually lost us money. It was really expensive to ship, and it wasn't really worth what people were paying. Same thing with the extra large mats. We didn't really make money off those either. But we do it for you. We do it for you. But shipping stuff like that in a big old tube can be a big pain in the ass. I don't know how much shipping will be for the big boy retail. Ask tomorrow, and you probably won't get another answer. We'll figure it out by the time we charge you. How do I find add-ons? Sorry. Here, let's just do this. This is smart. I think I have them right here. Add-ons. Where are you? Where are they? There they are. All right, let's do this. All right. So once again, this is how you increase your pledge. So you go to change your pledge, and then on the next page you can increase your pledge by entering a larger number than the pledged amount, and then you click the green continue button. Got it? That's how you do it. Then you look at these add-ons. Look at all these sweet add-ons. If you pledged $800, you get every single one of these items. It's very cheap. If you can afford it, you go for it. We've got Lilith, $40. We've got Blue Baby with a little poop, $35. We've got a big old round Monstro plush, $25. Baby Plum, $25, and Azazel is $25. Azazel's pretty fucking sweet. That was our most purchased by far. Then we've got these t-shirts. We've got the Missing Poster t-shirt, which I think is the most iconic. We got the Mega Satan t-shirt. We got Isaac in a fake pocket. We've got the lamb, and we've got a traditional logo with a bunch of weirdness around there. These are $25 each. They are this material. They're very, very nice quality. They're more form-fitting, but not tight. And they're pretty fucking cool. Will I wear one? Maybe I'd wear the lamb. It's weird to... Yeah, whatever. Then we got beanies. They're $20 each. There's black beanie and a pink beanie. Then there's stress balls. They're $10 each. There's Monstro, and there's Isaac. Then there's the classic pink hat. I don't have the details on what kind of hat this is, so I can't really answer your questions. That's $25. So if you're wanting any of these items, that's how much you're going to add to your tier. You're going to raise it by 40. You're going to raise it by 35, et cetera, et cetera. You're going to go down the list. Here's the mega figure pack, $200. You get a discount on all these. It combines them all together and you get everything. If you want them individually, they're $55, $55, and $45 for the 3-figure one only. You've got the dice. You've got custom dice, Unholy Rollers and Holy Rollers, $25 each. You've got the Peach Momoko playmat, single-player playmat. It's a 2-player playmat, I guess, but it's large, but not that large. $25, and then this is 2 giant square playmats, and it's $40. That's a 4-player playmat. You got Tapeworm, $25. You got Four Souls plus expansion version 2, $20. And then of course you got Requiem, the base game, 2nd edition with the gold box expansion. You got the big boy box, and you've got the Tainted Isaac figurine for $18 if you didn't get in time to get it for free. Then you've got this, which is probably my favorite add-on, which is a set of 5 randomly selected pins. $35. You get 5 pins. And you don't know what you're going to get. Fun fact, anybody who gets the big boy box and above will get one of those pins randomly also inserted into their anus box. So, I hope that made sense. Seems to have made sense to some of you because we've gone up a few $1,000s. Not enough to roll the dice. All right. Now what? Do you have an estimated date on the Repentance patch? If I did, wouldn't I fucking say it? Like it would wouldn't that save my life, right? I wouldn't have to be asked this question repeatedly. It's being worked on right now. Vin is slaving away at it. I have not had any time to look at it because of this Kickstarter. And when I look at it and I check it all out, then I'm sure we'll get it all together and put it up as soon as we can do that. How close are we to beating the end? You guys beat the end and unlocked all of the rest of we got a shitload of Warp Zone cards. Go check my Twitter. Baby Plum plush specifics, roughly the size of a small basketball. I think it was like a women's league's basketball. So like, but it'll be high quality. It'll be really nice. Anybody who owns any of the previous plush can attest to the fact that they are very, very high quality. They're not like the cheapy knockoff Chinese ones that are floating around that fall apart or are falling apart when you get them, have strings hanging out of them. These are high quality, very nice, and they should last a long time. All right. How did I get in contact with Among Us? Somebody actually reached out to me that represented them early on when so many people were suggesting it. And I went from there. Can you add the tarot deck as an add-on? No, because we don't have that many. And we can't add limited quantities that would be high buys. Like, it's okay for us to... We have a lot of tapeworm copies, so that's fine. The tarot cards that I have here, I mean, I'm going to almost sell out of them because I've been throwing them in the mystery boxes. I've already done like 40, so like 55 of them are gone, and I think I have maybe 70. So not enough to give anybody else. Official soundtrack on vinyl. Yeah, I'd like to do that eventually. An Edmund Isaac figure for the next Kickstarter. I don't think that many people would actually like that. How big are the pins? The pins are bigger than I expected. Ask again when Javon's here because he actually knows. But they're big. I think they're like that. They're not like baby pins. Changes Forgotten's Eternal item says recharge at the end of turn. That doesn't say what turn. It's usually your turn. All the cards say at the end of turn. That means the turn that is currently existing. Would it be possible for me to submit an alt art card? So, like I've said before, we've got 8 or 9 more, maybe 10 alt art cards from people who've submitted them, and I know they're not all going to get unlocked. So the answer is no. You'd be surprised how many people messaged me in the past 2 days saying, "Can I do this? Can I look? I did this," and they'll even like draw stuff, and it looks fantastic, but I really can't because I've already have a bunch of artists in the queue. Which set of dice do I prefer? Let's look. Where's them dice? Whoa, I missed them. Okay. What set of dice do I prefer? This is too hard. So, my favorite dice of this set are the Book of Belial and Brimstone. And in this one, I actually really like the coin and the Bible. I don't know. We'll have to see how it goes. The Holy Rollers are lighter, more colorful, like lighter in tone. They feel a little bit more happy. And the Unholy Rollers are more dark, drab, and and black. The Brimstone one is semi-transparent, which is pretty cool, and there's no semi-transparent here. So maybe Unholy Rollers is a little bit cooler if you're into that sort of thing. But I think the Holy Rollers might be somewhat more iconic. I don't know. They're pretty fucking even. I'll leave that one up to you. I have no answer. I'm sorry. I thought I'd be able to figure it out, but I don't really know. How can I show support for asking you to create the Blood Puppy plush? What are you talking about? Why did Muteth not make the music for Repentance? So I think that the music for Repentance is great. It's very, like, obviously Muteth is very skilled, but I didn't like it. I didn't think it fit, and I know a lot of other people like it, but to me it sounded similar to Danny's music, which was it's very poppy and catchy, and it's not something I necessarily like in a video game. It felt a little too upbeat for the vibe I was going for. So it wasn't really much of a thought for me. It was kind of like, okay, well, I know I already had an idea of what the music would sound like, and I really liked the idea of what it sounded like in my head. And I personally think that Ridiculon really went above and beyond and just destroyed it. I think it's their best soundtrack thus far. Mugenics is a little bit better, but it also has really high produced tracks that you guys will eventually see. But yeah, so I've got nothing against him. It's just a taste situation. It's like my taste is different, and I've been trying to move away from the poppiness of Danny's work because I didn't feel like it complemented what I was trying to do. There's a lot of subtlety to it too, where it's like I'm trying to bring it down, and I like that gritty, raw, more real, ambient at times feel that a lot of the more poppy types of musicians like that tend to push. But again, nothing against Muteth at all. I think his music is great. Danny's music is fantastic. It's just, as somebody who's creating this sort of stuff, you have to be in control of that aspect of it. Will there be different sizes for the figures? All the figures are the same size except for the angel. For those of you unaware, there is an angel tier, which is pretty fucking. It's going to be pretty sought after. So that the figurine is an extra large angelic Isaac boss figure. It's much bigger than the small figures, and it's exclusive to that tier and can't be bought as an add-on. So those will be in very limited quantities and probably be worth something. Well, that's the Angel Isaac tier is probably going to be the most sought after tier. It's going to be the very limited edition tier, that and above, because you're getting something that nobody else is getting. And that will be pretty scarce. It'll be one of the most scarce things. My mother wants to know where you produce your t-shirts, and why does some characters do not get a bonus from Birthright, and do you plan to use Pokemon crossover cards? I don't know offhand where the t-shirts are made. I know the company. Can't remember what they're called, but they're in LA, and they do Alex Pardee these shirts. Same company. I didn't choose some characters to not get birthrights. They just weren't finished in time, because a lot of them were pretty in depth, and it got a little crazy. Making a single item that's actually 30 something items. And Pokemon crossover cards, can't use those because it's Pokemon. Nintendo police will come get me. Why do the tainted characters have such bad haircuts? Is there a reason behind it? Yeah, their hair's been ripped out, or their wigs have been destroyed. They've been beaten and discarded and neglected. That's the theme. That's why they're in the closet. Can we change our add-ons in every tier? Like, if I don't want the hat, can I change it to something else? If you don't want the hat, then don't. So, Are you saying for the everything tier? No. You're pledging for everything, so you will get everything. Even if you don't like it, you can't say, no, I would like something else. It's just going to be a big box of everything. You can trade your friends on the street for illegal things. What are my favorite pins? Well, that's a fun one. Let's look. My favorite pins. All right. So if I had to open up something and I was like, oh my God, that's the one, I would be the poop. I think for me, the poop is the most sought after. I think it's super cool. The knife is really cool. All 3 guppy pieces are really cool. The finger's weird. Of course, there's like Godhead, the knife, and Brimstone, which are all like super, super iconic. But the poop, Bob's Brain, Butterbean, it's too hard to choose. The poop. I mean, I really like a Dry Baby as well, so it's hard to say. There's a lot going on there. Will any of the tiers come with a D8 for solo play? Yeah, the base game comes with the D8. When do I get charged for shipping? Do I need to add money for shipping to my pledge? Yes. You should add money to your pledge right now. Go and look and see what your estimated shipping will be for your tier and add it right now. It will help the Kickstarter get to where we need. We're actually really close. We're only 20 grand away from a dice roll, but it's not going to happen today because I got to go to bed in like 10 minutes. How did Isaac's head become a Twitch emote? So way back when Twitch was just starting, somebody who worked there, I think his name was John Carnage, asked if he could use Meat Boy and Isaac as emotes, and I'm like, yeah, sure. And that was it. And then the Isaac one really caught on as the emote for to spam when somebody dies. That's how it happened. Fan made cards, yes. I'm still figuring out what I want to do for that one, but we'll definitely unlock another fan made card. What's the estimated shipping date for the game? I don't know. In about a year. Don't eat the pins. I think the pins are bigger than a quarter. I could be wrong. Ask again tomorrow. For someone who doesn't own a version of Four Souls, is the $110 tier the best option to get the whole experience gameplay wise? Well, yeah, it's everything. Yes, it would be the perfect one, but I would recommend you go to the Angel tier just so you can get a very limited edition item that not many people get. So, I mean, if everybody's sitting on the 110, isn't the next one just $40 more? Yeah, the Guardian Angel is only $40 more. I would go to the Guardian Angel just to make sure you get something that is super, super rare. What time is the stream with Javon? I don't know. We have got to kind of figure that out. I'm going to probably wake up tomorrow around 10:30, 11, probably do a dice roll stream right away. See if we have unlocked anything alt card wise, which you probably have, and show that stuff. Update the beast, and then Javon and his family are coming over around 1 for lunch, so there'll be like a gap in time, and then we'll probably jump on another stream once we hit the next dice roll together midday, and then we'll be doing streams. We'll just probably leave the stream going from 9 to midnight maybe. All right, I'm slowing down, guys. 5 more minutes. What if I buy it on a Mexican credit card and then send it to a family member in the USA? Is there a problem? I don't think so. I don't see why you couldn't do that. It'd be neat if Matthias screamed card name cards when you have a tarot cloth. Oh, that would be funny. He's already screaming it with horse bills, though, but, well, it would be cool to put a modifier on it. That's actually pretty Vin, if you hear this, or if anybody tells him, it would be cool to have the audio clip play twice in a delayed format, so it's like bad gas, or it wouldn't be bad gas, but you know what I mean. The world, like that. I think that would be cool. That's the way to do it. Have you seen any Halloween decorations about Isaac? I have not. Have you considered swapping the names and artwork between the ceremonial blade and the dark arts, so that Deceiver starts with the dark arts and blah 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 blah? No, it's whatever. Has the kick? Don't know what happened. I lost it. I would like to have the D6 from the base game in addition to the collector's D6 in the full collection. Yeah, they're both in there. I'm quite sure, because it's the contents of each expansion. So if you get the full set, then the base game is in there and all the extras are in there too, and they go in the little extra slot. Is Henry Kickstarter exclusive, or will it be in some retail boxes? No. We're still figuring out exactly how we're going to do Henry, because people are breaking our balls, and we're not going to do anything that is illegal or goes against Kickstarter. But we can find ways to do the same thing, to achieve the same thing legally. It will not be featured in retail. It'll be Kickstarter exclusive. Estimated shipping price for the $330 retail tier? Don't know. Javon will know tomorrow. Could the 20 extra cards include final Isaac series character, the final Isaac series character card, and make it to an even 60? Final Isaac series. There are no more characters in Isaac that I can make into characters in this, unless I'm somehow missing something wacky. I don't know anything about state sales tax stuff. You'll have to ask tomorrow. Does the $35 Requiem add-on come with alt art cards? No. The alt art cards only come in the big boy box, $65 tier and above. Are Little Horn and Loki friends? Why not? They eventually attached. I'm using a prepaid card on the project. Barely not enough for shipping and everything. Will I be able to use another card in backer kit? I don't know. I don't know about that one. You're going to have to ask those boring questions to Javon, and he'll have a blast answering them. Any plans for another lore stream? Honestly, probably not. I would like to retreat from all social media. That's the thing I'm looking forward to the most. And it has nothing to do with you guys. You guys are honestly great. Even when I feign annoyance, it's not that bad. I'm not built for this. I'm not built for this sort of social interaction. I don't like talking to myself in a room. It makes me feel weird. In my emotionally weird. So I'm not a fan of streaming. I like talking to a person. So if somebody else was here talking to me and asking me questions, I think I would feel fine. But this is just weird. It's doing weird things with my brain, and I don't like the way that it feels. So I will not be doing streams for quite a while after this. So this is one of those rare occasions where I'm being social and doing this sort of stuff. 2 more questions after this one. Will the rules book be more in depth? Yes, the rules book will be rewritten. Two questions. Here we go. Could Flash Isaac be a character card in the extra 20 at 6.6? Yeah, it could. I mean, that would be more like an alt art card, though. Like, we could explore it. I'm more than happy to take suggestions, and I'll keep all this stuff in mind. I've got a pretty good memory for these sort of things. The last question is, will the 800 tier get me all the pins? No, you will get 5, because that is the add-on. You will get 5 random pins, and then you'll get 1 pin inside your box. What a question to add on. What happened to the 5.5 stretch goal? We did it. The 5.5 was turning all the alt art cards into not just alt art cards alt art. They have alt mechanics as well. Okay, I'm going to bed. Follow my lead on Twitter. I think we're gonna do something like this. I'm just gonna make it up right now. We're gonna do this. This is what we're gonna do. From here on out, of course, you still like and retweet my pinned tweet. But what else you're gonna do is I want you to make tweets that just say something about the Kickstarter. Link the Kickstarter, foursouls.com, and then add the hashtag The Binding of Isaac. The Binding of Isaac. I want as many of those as possible. For every tweet per person that you guys tweet about this, we'll knock off like 2 hit points. So do that. You don't even have to fucking tag me in it. Just make it happen, and we'll get there. So that'll be the new thing. You're banned on Twitter? Me too, pretty soon. All right.